This is Ggn News Focus. This segment focuses on stories about Gwangju and Jeonnam that are useful to know in your daily life.
Ggn 뉴스 포커스에서는 일상생활에서 알아두면 좋은 지역 뉴스에 대해 알려드립니다.
Gwangju Airport relocation enters new phase.
광주 군공항 이전에 정부와 민주당이 동참하면서 새 국면을 맞이할 것으로 보입니다.
The relocation of Gwangju's civilian and military airports has entered a new phase with the involvement of the central government and political parties. Previously discussed among Gwangju City, South Jeolla Province, and Muon County, the issue has now expanded into a pan-governmental and national agenda with participation from the Democratic Party and the central government. Gwangju Mayor Gang Gi-jung proposed forming a Gwangju-Jeonnam Co-Prosperity Task Force within the Democratic Party and reactivating the Pan-Governmental Council led by the Prime Minister's office. In response, the Democratic Party has decided to establish a task force to address key regional issues. The Prime Minister's office will convene a meeting in December with relevant ministries and local governments, followed by higher-level council meetings. Mayor Kang emphasized that these developments mark a turning point, elevating the airport relocation issue from a regional matter to a national one.
광주 민군공항 통합 이전 문제가 중앙정부와 정치권의 참여로 새로운 국면을 맞았습니다. 기존의 광주시, 전남도, 무안군 간 논의로 진행되던 사안이 이제는 중앙정부와 더불어민주당이 함께 참여하는 범정부적, 전국적 의제로 확장되었습니다. 강기정 광주시장은 민주당의 광주 전남상생발전 TF팀 구성을 요청했고 중앙정부에는 국무조정실 주관의 범정부협의체 운영 재개를 제안했습니다. 이에 따라 민주당은 광주와 전남의 에너지, 행정 신산업, 공항 이전 등 주요 현안을 다룰 TF를 구성하고 국무조정실은 12월 중 관련 부처 및 지자체가 참여하는 실무회의를 개최하기로 했습니다. 이후에는 더 높은 차원의 협의체 회의도 열릴 예정입니다. 강 시장은 이러한 움직임이 공항 이전 문제를 지역 현안을 넘어 국가적 차원으로 격상시키는 중요한 계기라고 평가하며 기존 활동들을 중단하거나 잠정 연기하기로 했습니다.
Gwangju's total fertility rate drops by 16% to 0.71, the sharpest decline in Korea.
광주 합계 출산율 감소율이 전국 최고 수준을 기록했습니다.
Gwangju recorded the steepest drop in total fertility rate among Korea's 17 metropolitan and provincial regions. According to population trends released by the Honam Regional Statistics Office, Gwangju's total fertility rate was 0.71 last year, ranking 13 nationwide. This represents a significant 16% decrease compared to the previous year, the largest decline among all regions. Among local municipalities, Yeongwang County and South Jeolla had the highest fertility rate at 1.65. Marriage statistics show 6,157 marriages in South Jeolla and 5,169 in Gwangju. Compared to 2022 marriages increased in Gwangju, but slightly decreased in South Jeolla.
광주의 합계 출산율이 전국 17개 광역지자체 가운데 가장 많이 감소한 것으로 나타났습니다. 호남지방통계청의 인구 동향 자료에 따르면 지난해 광주 합계 출산율은 0.71명으로 전국 17개 광역지자체 가운데 13위를 차지했습니다. 특히 광주 합계 출산율은 1년 전보다 16.4% 줄어 전국에서 가장 크게 감소한 것으로 나타났습니다. 기초지자체 가운데 합계 출산율이 가장 높은 곳은 전남 영광군으로 1.65명을 기록했습니다. 지난해 혼인 건수는 전남 6,157건, 광주 5,169건으로 2022년 대비 광주는 증가했으나 전남은 감소했습니다.
Mandatory installation of fire extinguishers in all vehicles starting December.
12월부터 모든 자동차에 차량용 소화기 설치가 의무화됩니다.
The Gwangju Metropolitan Fire and Safety Headquarters announced the mandatory installation of fire extinguishers will expand to all vehicles with 5 or more seats starting December 1st. This measure follows the amended Fire Safety Installation and Management Act on November 30, 2021, which allowed a 3-year grace period before enforcement. Previously, The requirement applied only to vehicles with 7 or more seats. The expansion aims to ensure swift response to fires in 5-seat vehicles, which can result from mechanical issues like engine overheating, maintenance negligence, or traffic accidents. The mandatory installation will apply to vehicles manufactured, assembled, imported, or sold after December 1st, 2024, as well as those undergoing ownership changes. Existing registered vehicles are exempt from retroactive application.
광주광역시 소방안전본부는 오는 12월 1일부터 차량용 소화기 의무 설치 대상이 5인승 이상 자동차로 확대 시행된다고 밝혔습니다. 2021년 11월 30일 개정된 소방시설 설치 및 관리에 관한 법률에 따라 3년의 유예기간을 거쳐 올해 12월 1일부터 차량용 소화기 의무 설치 대상 차종이 5인승 이상의 모든 차량으로 확대됩니다. 차량 화재는 엔진 과열, 기계적 요인과 정비 불량, 교통사고 등 여러 원인이 있어 5인승 자동차 화재의 신속한 대응을 위해 설치 의무를 확대하게 됐습니다. 의무 설치는 2024년 12월 1일 이후 제작, 조립, 수입, 판매되는 자동차와 소유권이 변동되는 자동차부터 적용되며 기존 등록된 차량에는 소급 적용하지 않습니다.
Gwangju kicks off preparations for 20th anniversary of 2025 Design Biennale.
광주시가 창설 20주년을 맞는 2025 디자인 비엔날레 준비에 돌입했습니다.
Gwangju is gearing up for the 2025 Gwangju Design Biennale, set to open in September next year, marking its 20th anniversary. The city plans to establish a new biennale model that integrates future design trends, societal demands, and the convergence of design, art, and industry. Gwangju Metropolitan City recently appointed Professor Yeosu from the Savannah College of Art and Design in the U.S. as the General Director. Under his leadership, the Biennale's theme and master plan will be finalized, with detailed preparations underway. The city also aims to strengthen collaborations with design experts, academia, and industry stakeholders, both domestically and internationally, while enhancing interactive programs to inspire citizens and designers alike. The 2025 Gwangju Design Biennale will be held for approximately 2 months at the Gwangju Biennale Exhibition Hall and other venues.
광주시가 내년 9월 개막 예정인 광주 디자인 비엔날레의 본격 준비에 들어갑니다. 특히 창설 20주년을 맞아 미래 디자인 트렌드와 변화하는 시대적 요구, 디자인 예술 산업이 융합된 새로운 디자인 비엔날레 모델을 구축할 예정입니다. 광주광역시는 2025 광주 디자인 비엔날레 총감독에 최수신 미국 사바나 예술대학 교수를 최근 위촉했고, 총감독과 함께 주제 선정, 마스터 플랜 수립 등 행사 기획을 본격화합니다. 광주시는 국내외 주요 디자인 전문가, 학계, 산업계 관계자와 협력을 확대하는 한편 시민과 디자이너들에게 영감을 주는 참여형 프로그램을 강화할 계획입니다. 한편 2025 광주 디자인 비엔날레는 내년 9월부터 약 2개월간 광주 비엔날레 전시관 등에서 열릴 예정입니다.
I hope you enjoyed Ggn News Focus. Coming right up, Gwangju.
오매광주!
Good afternoon, culture lovers!
And welcome to 오매광주!
We are your hosts, Dave
and Lindsay.
and welcome to another edition of Gwangju. On today, it's Friday, November 29th.
That's right!
myself.
Can you believe time flies, eh?
It
저는
does.
Lindsay.
저는 Dave입니다.
안녕하세요! Another wet, cold day out there, Dave. You must feel right at home.
Oh, I do. I definitely feel like I'm back in the UK right now. The only thing that's going to bring me back to Korea It's discussing some K-culture, Lindsay.
Oh, well then, Dave, we've got the show for you,
We
right?
do, of course. Monday to Friday, Lindsay and I endeavoring to bring you guys everything there is to know about Korea and Gwangju itself too. Of course, airing Oh My Gwangju here on Ggn Monday to Friday from 12 until 2 p.m. And today, once again, we start with Ride the K-Wave, about everything related to Korean culture.
And after that, we'll be diving into the latest cultural trends and explore some of the hottest spots in and around Gwangju.
And listeners, we would love to invite you to join us. 그래서 혹시 방송 중에 저희와 공유하고 싶은 사연이나 신청곡 있으시면 언제든 문자 주시고요.
That's right. Send us your song requests and anything else you'd like into sharp 9870.
샵 9870으로 문자 많이 보내주세요.
Of course, you are tuned in to GGN. That's 98.7 FM in Gwangju and 93.7 FM in Yeosu.
그럼 지금부터 오매광주와 함께 신나는 문화 여행을 떠나보겠습니다. 그럼 린지,
Yes, Dave.
우리 오늘의 첫 번째 곡은 뭘까요?
Well, you know what? The weather's got me thinking. It might be cold outside. You might even say, baby, it's cold outside. This one, John Legend and Kelly Clarkson. Welcome back to 오매광주.
Sorry about that, Lindsay. I'm so excited to ride the K-Wave today.
Yeah, what is Ride the K-Wave, Dave?
We talk about everything there is to know here in Korea, Korean culture. Actually, specifically on Fridays, though, we I guess are making plans for a weekend travel spots.
That's right. I'm sure there must be people out there sitting around saying, what are we going to be doing this weekend?
Yeah.
I wish there was an informative, entertaining local radio show that could let us know.
Well, wouldn't you believe it, listeners? You happen to be tuned into exactly that radio show right now, as every Friday, Lindsay and I do give you guys some tips for places to go. And I would say at this time of the year, it's gotten a little bit chilly, as we just said. Maybe even some places with snow. You've told me about Mudungsan having a lovely snow cap, which we can see around Gwangju. So lots of people perhaps thinking about places to travel to enjoy the winter weather, Lindsay.
Yeah, we can say confidently that Korea has seen its first snow. Although those of us here in Jeonnam, we are blessed to be warm, and so we just get freezing rain instead.
Yeah.
But definitely up north, lots of places blanketed in snow. But before we get to the snow,
Yeah.
sorry, Dave, I just wanted to let our listeners know about the fantastic parade that's happening tomorrow in honor of our players on the Kia Tigers. So, in case you didn't know, downtown there's going to be a car parade tomorrow in the afternoon from 1:30 to 2:30. Be aware, drivers, that a lot of the roads are going to be blocked. But to celebrate the Kia Tigers, 12th victory this year, there's going to be a car parade.
Well, there you go. Something to do this weekend here in Gwangju, in the city. You'll be able to see the newly crowned MVP of the KBO, Kim Do-young, of course, Gwangju's finest.
That's right. We
What a
sat
time.
down. We sat down with some of the alumni from his old high school last week on the show. If you
Was
remember.
that last week?
Yeah, 동성대학교, 고등학교,
고등학교.
나대학교.
They want to go to the 대학교.
That's right.
Wow, that was a whole week ago. Yes, absolutely right. That's good information. So downtown here in Gwangju, Lindsay?
Once again in the afternoon tomorrow. So hopefully we'll see some clear weather for that. I think they're going to be driving around. I guess a car parade is where they like, it's convertibles, right? Open cars, I hope. And you get to see the players as they wave.
Sure.
And maybe, what's the name of the mascot, Dave? What's that tiger?
호랑이.
Oh boy, we are terrible Gwangju
I have
people.
no
but
idea.
the mascot is going to be there
have a
as
name?
well. But
Wow.
anyways, I just wanted to give that a shout out. If you're a baseball fan, you should definitely know about that. Back to our regular scheduled programming, talking about winter wonderland spots around Korea. Dave, are you a fan of snow?
I like very much looking at the snow, Lindsay. However, being in the snow, being surrounded by snow, not really something I would voluntarily do. I wouldn't put myself in that position. However, I can respect that people like snow. And, if you don't have to drive and if you're well equipped to walk and stay warm, then pretty nice. How about you, Lindsay? I feel like you do like it. So I was surprised you said that it was great that here in Jeollanam-do there wasn't any snow.
It was actually sarcasm because I wish there was snow. But I will say I'm not a driver. Probably everybody out there is like, Lindsay, if you have to
Get with the
drive,
program.
then it's trash from the sky. I know, I've heard it all. However, my little frozen Canadian heart rejoices whenever I see snow. But Dave, I think you've got some snowy places to recommend to our listeners out there.
Absolutely right. I know that you've also prepared a few places, but actually in continuing, Lindsay, from where we introduced last week, we gave some pretty enviable information to listeners who might be planning to go to Jeju. And I want to follow up with a winter recommendation if you're traveling to Jeju. It's not just a summer destination. No, very worth your while to go there in the winter too.
Ooh, you might say a 4-season destination.
That is exactly what you could say. 4 seasons destination that it is. It gets rather hot in the summer, so personally I'd prefer to go in the winter. And if I did go there, one of the places that I'd want to see is a snowy vista.
Ooh.
And you can absolutely see that in Jeju-do. One of the easiest spots to enjoy the snowy scenery of Hallasan is actually called the 1100 Highland Wetlands, the Cheonbaekgoji 습지.
Ooh,
Yeah.
And you said that this is a good place to enjoy the vistas of Hallasan, maybe covered with snow. But why is it called 1100?
Yeah, that is a great question, Lindsay. It's because it's accessed by car via the 1100 road. However, I hope you don't ask me why the road is called 1100.
Hey, Dave. No, I'm just joking.
But that's why. Presumably there are a lot of roads. This one happens to be 1100.
There are at least 1,100 roads
That's the
on
last
Jeju
road, so it could also also be a limit. But that one does. If you go on that 1100 road, easy to find. It takes you straight to the middle of the Halasan area where you can see the Cheonbaekgoji Supji.
Ooh, okay, so tell us what exactly we can see in these beautiful sceneries.
Yeah, as I said, Lindsay, definitely a place to go in the winter because the snow-covered trees along the road on the way there, I feel like they're pretty resembling of Christmas decorations.
Oh.
Yeah, and altogether that amounts to a pretty picturesque winter view. Once you get to the top as well, it's not too intense. Pretty easy trail. It takes about 15-20 minutes for adults. So I think a perfect place to take a nice little winter stroll through the snow. And you can also get up close and personal with the trees. They don't mind having a selfie with you. You know, they're open for it.
That's right. Yeah, they're always camera ready.
Always camera ready.
Those
always
trees.
Prepared.
But you know what, Dave? I don't know if you know this about me, but I'm a hungry little monster. If I arrive there, it sounds like it's kind of out of the way a bit. So do we have to pack some snacks for the way?
Absolutely. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Actually, there is another reason, and thank you for asking, because this is famous, the 1100 Highland Rest area, the Cheonbaekgoji Supji, actually is home to Korea's highest altitude convenience store.
What?
I'm going to guess that it might be an altitude of 1,100 meters.
I just got that. Now we know why the road is called
that.
that.
I think that might be the case. And so you can imagine on a cold, snowy day, Lindsay, go into the convenience store, get some ramyeon, you got the boiling water at hand.
Yes.
What a great way it would be to warm up in that sort of ambiance.
That is legitimately cool. I am a sucker for superlatives, so if you tell me this convenience store is the highest convenience store in Korea, sign me up.
Yeah,
sign
exactly.
Me up.
All the more reason to go, right? I mean, as if you needed any other reason. But one thing I do want to warn you, Lindsay, if you do happen to go there, do make sure you check if it's actually open, because they do sometimes close the road if there is a particular, large deluge of snow, or if too many people descend upon it. So, yeah, you can check the road conditions in advance on the National Police Agency Traffic Control website, or even the Jeju Traffic Information Center, too.
Okay.
And another thing I want to recommend, I'm sure you're very aware of this, being a Canadian, prepare your car. You can put chains on the wheels. It helps you to get some more grip and drive through the icy conditions.
So is that what they do here in Korea? I don't have a car, but Dave, you have a car. Is that how they winterize cars here, with chains? Or
I mean, that is a universal thing, but I will say it's something I've very rarely seen. I could probably count on one hand, Lindsay.
Okay.
Yes, one hand. The amount of times I've seen a car with chains on the tires.
Definitely. But I guess if you're going up into the mountains,
definitely recommended.
You could probably pick it up. I'm sure there are car shops somewhere near Halasan on the way there that you could pick it up with, right?
Precisely. I cannot give you a specific location, but I'm going to go out on a limb, Lindsay, and say that, yes, indeed, there are places to get chains for your tires.
Or, just find... No, don't just put on any chain. There are tire chains, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't just put on any old chains. You want to make sure they're specific tire chains.
Not a DIY project,
and then
right?
probably get the chains for your shoes as well. What are they called?
Ggn. But in English, they're called crampons, which I think is even more fun to say. But
Crampons.
What a great tip. If you're heading to Jeju this weekend and you want to get yourself in the winter spirit, then you definitely got to check out Dave's recommendation. Once again, Dave, what's it called?
It's called the Jeju-do Cheonbaekgoji Supji. In English, I want to call this the 1100. What did I call it specifically, Lindsay? Highland Rest Area.
Ooh.
And yes, presumably because it's at 1,100 meters altitude. What's the altitude of Mudungsan, Lindsay? Just to put that in perspective.
Oh, Dave, I'm so happy you asked, because it's 1187.
정답입니다.
Yes, right? That's why you can take the 1187 bus all the way there.
Kind of interestingly, it doesn't take you to the top. You'd think it would have the number, it would be like 562.
You know what?
You get to 562m.
Yeah, but they would have to have special driving tests for the bus drivers, I think, if you had to drive to the top of Mudungsan,
maybe 800 meters up, they have to stop to put the chains on the tires.
The chains on the tires, but there you go.
I know you do like hiking, though. What do you think, Lindsay? Is a wintry hike something that you personally enjoy yourself?
You know what? I have never done a serious winter hike in Korea, and it's all because of the crampons. I will say this.
You just don't like the word.
I don't like the word. I can't stand them. No, I honestly, I'm a bit of a budget hiker, and I'm a spontaneous hiker, which means I just go randomly, and I never am really prepared for it, and you can't really do that in the winter.
I thought that you've once or twice joined the crowds for the 1월 1일 first sunrise, Lindsay.
절대 아닙니다.
진짜, you've had the attention at least.
That's right, but you know what, Dave?
I'm sure you told me last year you were going to do it.
We have intentions, but you and I are Westerners, which means on New Year's, there's only one thing we do. We don't have to wake up early in the morning. That's not our tradition, right?
Good point. Definitely just stay up late.
Yes.
Stay up late, miss the crowds, and then go up a little bit later because probably I would expect that the busiest time for these sorts of wintry hikes is going to be earlier in the morning. So better to, sleep in, maybe have a nice little hearty breakfast, miss the crowds, go in the afternoon. I personally prefer the afternoon weather in the winter.
Yes.
A little bit more still.
Warmer and warmer too,
sure.
right? But you know what? If we go to Jeju this weekend, you won't have to hike at all because you can get to the 100 highland wetlands by car.
By car, yeah. Very pleasurable drive. So do enjoy that, listeners. Lindsay's going to have another great recommendation for you in a few minutes. But first, we are going to take a break.
Yeah, speaking of all that beautiful snow that may or may not still be there over the weekend, Seongsigeong with Winter Wonderland. is time now for our sharp 9870 quiz.
Yes, it is. This is your daily chance, listeners, to get involved with our show and hopefully win some prizes.
That's right. We just love giving away prizes here on the show. So get ready, get your fingers ready to either send in a message on your phone, or if you're watching us right now on YouTube, you can leave your message, your answer in the chat. So just search for Gwangju
Yeah, search for that. Ggn global click on live, which I think is the third option. You'll see Lindsay and I in the flesh. We are here live on YouTube Tuesday and Thursday, making some great content from that.
That's
very
right.
popular shorts.
Oh, yes. We have some fantastic editors here on the team. We're just itching to go viral, aren't we, Dave?
Yeah, true enough. I think Lindsay's already got there, so it's my turn today. I'm trying to think of something funny to say. Working on that. Leave it with me.
I believe in you, Dave.
I'll get
I know
there.
you got something
Just
inside.
taking notes here to your side, Lindsay. But the quiz question is certainly something that I feel I could answer, and I hope that our listeners are able to answer it today too, Lindsay.
Yes, we have a bit of a softball, or should I say a snowball
Whoa!
question today. Yes, as we can say that it is officially starting to feel like winter.
맞습니다. 날씨가 추워지면서 전국 곳곳에서 눈 소식이 뚫려오고 있는데요.
맞아요. 서울엔 117년 만에 11월 이것이 내리기도 했습니다.
So this refers to a phenomenon where an extraordinary amount of this falls in a short period of time.
맞아요. 자, 짧은 시간에 눈이 엄청나게 많이 내리는 현상이 뜻하는 이 표현이 무엇일까요?
Oh.
That's right. We're looking for the official term
Okay.
of what happened in Seoul. Was it A,
폭설, aka heavy snow.
B,
폭우, aka heavy rain.
or C?
폭풍, aka storm.
That's right. What happened in Seoul on, I believe it was Wednesday, right? Was it Wednesday
그런
night?
것 같아요.
맞아요. Was it A,
폭설, heavy snow.
B,
폭우, heavy rain.
or C?
폭풍, storm.
That's right. All you got to do is send in your answers into us at sharp 9870. Now, short messages will cost 50 won. Longer messages will cost you 100 won. 맞죠, Dave?
네, 맞습니다. 잡은 문자 50원, 긴 문자 100원, 문자 수시로 들어있습니다. 정답을 아시는 분들은 샵 9870으로 문자 보내주세요. 퀴즈 정답뿐만 아니라 신청곡이나 재미있는 사연도 대환영입니다.
퀴즈 정답을 맞추신 분들께 for all of our quiz winners, we have some great prizes. From B Hospital.
A culture voucher.
From Sumnet.
An ease breathing mask.
From C Hospital, specializing in egg freezing.
A free infertility test.
And from Chungjangnou's new wine bar and restaurant, Le Paher.
A gift certificate for your next delicious meal.
Just tell us, what is it called when a bunch of stuff falls on Seoul? I
Yo.
can't give it away. It's too easy.
What's it called when the snow falls heavily?
Yes. Just let us know. 폭설, 폭우, or 폭풍.
Nah, let us know, listeners. We're going to take a break. We'll be back with some more winter travel spots after this track.
Yes, another hint for you. This is The Boys with White.
That was the boys right there with white. White is the color of Seoul right now because of the heavy amount of something that fell there.
Yeah.
To a lesser extent, Gwangju, and I'm guessing based on our messages, Lindsay, the further south you go, the less white the vista is going to be.
Really?
Yeah.
Why do you say that?
Because actually we've got a message from listener 0041 who sent in the answer for the question and says 여수는 눈이 아예 안 오네요. 광주 놀러 가야겠어요. 그런데 광주에도 눈이 아예 없어요. 아쉽지만.
I'm so sorry, listener 0041, but unless you feel like hiking to the top of Mudungsan,
네.
we also do not have snow.
그렇죠.
Oh.
I'm sure it's going to come sooner or later, though. Definitely getting quite chilly. Although I do believe, Lindsay, your weekly weather forecast reported to me that it's actually going to get like warmer over the next few days.
Yeah, so Monday it's going to go back up to 16 or 17.
Oh dear.
애매하죠,
진짜
요즘에.
애매하네요.
I don't know whether to wear a padding or a t-shirt. What do I do?
Oh, I don't know, Lindsay, and I can certainly tell you what, it's still warm here in the studio.
Yes.
I'm thoroughly unprepared for this this weather in this isolated studio room right
Dave, you and I are so hot that, like, what can we say?
now. No, good point.
Yep.
Good point. But definitely it is getting chillier elsewhere in the country. Seoul has had a huge amount of snow, and maybe you might have a chance to go up and enjoy that lovely white view across the city. Do you have another place to recommend, Lindsay, where you might see, the beautiful snowy scenery?
I definitely do. I don't know if it's going to top the highest convenience store in Korea.
It's a pretty good spot.
But, if there's one thing I love, Dave, it's animals.
Okay.
Yes. So
you think you like birds?
I do like birds, but I'm an animal lover. And if you're coming from like a country with a lot of wild animals, it might be a little bit tough here in Korea because there's not as many wild critters roaming around the streets.
True enough. I mean, unless you're talking like 4 o'clock in the morning in downtown Gwangju. A little bit different.
Drunk university students don't count, Dave.
True.
But if you're looking to get your animal fix, maybe get in touch with the furry or fuzzy kind, then I have a winter recommendation for you.
A place to see wild animals, Lindsay?
Not wild animals, but the next best thing, domesticated animals.
Semi-wild.
That's right. That's right. They're still animals, though. I'm talking about the 대관령 양떼 목장.
Oh, I'm very familiar with this.
Yeah, is it famous?
Very famous.
This is the 대관령 Sheep Ranch is the official word. I would probably call it a sheep farm.
Yeah.
Dave, you're from the sheep country.
Well, that's Wales specifically. We do have a lot of them in England. But I believe that they say that Wales, like for every one person, there are 3 sheep. That might be like an urban legend. It might not be true, but there are certainly a lot of them.
Wow.
A lot of sheep there. But yeah, I've been up to this place, as you said, in Gangwon-do.
Ooh, okay.
It's noteworthy. Yeah, because there are sheep, but also because you have to drive like really high. So, it must be comparable with what we just talked about.
Well, it's not 1,100 meters, but this is approximately 900 meters above sea level.
Okay.
We're talking about Pyeongchang County up in Gangwon Province is where 대관령 양떼 is. And there are these vast pastures where the sheep are just happily roaming freely outside, nibbling on the grass.
What are they going to be nibbling on in the winter, though, Lindsay?
Great point, because in the winter, all of these pastures are transformed into a beautiful white winterland.
Wow, white winterland with the white sheep on there as well.
That's right, or maybe some black sheep.
Oh, I do like them. I think they're pretty cute. Sheep are, generally speaking, as far as cute animals go, they've got to be pretty high towards the top.
Yeah, I think they're pretty cute, and their sound is really cute.
Can you imitate it?
Oh, come on, Dave, you're from the UK. That's exactly it.
Yeah,
wow, a sheep in the studio. And, hey, in more ways than one, because, Dave, I know your 띠 is...
양띠네요.
That's right.
I'm half sheep. What can I say?
양 전문가예요.
그러니까요. I could do that that sheep sound for sure. And I do like seeing them. They're very cute, especially the lambs.
Yes, with the little tails.
Yeah, what do we call the way that they jump? They frolic around, Lindsay.
So cute.
Yeah.
All right, so you can get your sheep fix at the 대관령 양떼
I need
목장.
to see some sheep. I can't sleep until I see the sheep.
Maybe we have some Welsh listeners out there or some listeners from New Zealand who might be craving a
Also
taste
lots
of
of
home.
sheep there.
That's right.
Well, don't eat them.
Please don't. Please don't. Don't get a taste of that kind of taste of home. But there's also a lot of great places to take pictures if you head up to the 대관령 양떼목장. There are some beautiful spots where you're surrounded by trees covered in snow. There's also picturesque cabins that are scattered around the walking trails around the sheep farm. And also, there's even a summit area which offers panoramic views of the sky and the sheep farm below.
Yeah, so I haven't actually been to the ranch itself, but I've definitely driven through it. And I got to say, as far as beautiful places in Korea go, Lindsay, this place is hard to match. It's an incredible spot, you know, not so many cars driving around there, so it feels quite relaxing. To go and enjoy seeing the sheep would be good as well. But what are they doing in the winter? Are they still just, you know, going around like happy-go-lucky, just minding their own business?
Well, as you so rightly pointed out, Dave, in the winter, the grass is covered by snow.
Right.
So the sheep are actually moved to barns because they don't want to hang out outside all day. However, that is actually a great thing for visitors to the farm because you can visit the barns, get up close and personal with the sheep, and even feed them some hay.
Wow, what more could you want? Get up close and personal, become friendly with a sheep.
That's right.
Sounds
Maybe
nice.
Name a couple of the sheep yourself.
Sheep A, sheep B, maybe even sheep C. Sounds nice. Would you give us any tips, Lindsay? Like, does it have a trail that you can walk on and enjoy?
There are walking trails for sure. So if you're going in the winter, make sure you're dressed appropriately. Have some kind of sturdy boots in case there is snow on the trails, and dress warmly for the weather.
Oh, because there might be a lot of snow, but that would certainly make it cool. I like the sound of that place, and I've been thinking about going up to Gwangwon-do if I have the chance, so I'll be sure to check that one out, Lindsay. Thanks so much.
Yeah, you're welcome. I'm always happy to advocate for my sheep friends. Why don't we take a break for a song, Dave, before we come back and talk a little bit more about some winter recommendations?
Sounds good. Let's listen to this track by Infinite. It is 하얀 고백. Infinite right there with 하얀 고백. I guess that refers to making the confession of love in a wintry landscape. So go to Gangwon-do and do that.
Yeah, that's right. So far we've talked about Jeju, we've talked about Gangwon-do, and I think we have time for one more recommendation. But you know what, Dave? I thought we should ask our listeners for their recommendations. If you guys have a favorite winter place to recommend to Dave and myself, please let us know by sending us a message to #9870.
Oh, that would be lovely. I'd love to hear your input, listeners. I've got to say, personally, my favorite place to go in the winter is my bed.
I was going to say, I think Dave's an indoor cat in the winter.
I like looking at it outside, like I said, but give me some ondor. Give me, I don't know, a warm cup of coffee.
Fuzzy socks.
Oh, give me, The Princess Bride.
Oh.
That's a perfect winter stay for me, Lindsay.
Now you're talking, Dave. Okay, well, for those of us who might want to get out, maybe somewhere not as far as Gangwon-do or Jeju, you got anything for us a little bit closer to home?
Absolutely, Lindsay. There's definitely one spot which is relatively close to us here. I'm going to say about an hour and 30 minutes drive from us here in Gwangju. It's a place pretty well known to everyone. I know you've been there, and I specifically went last year in the winter. I'm talking about Muju, the Dokyu-san resort.
Muju.
Yeah.
This is the Alps of Gwangju. if you go skiing or snowboarding and you're not heading to Gangwon-do, you're definitely going to Muju. That's all I can say about it.
The Alps of Gwangju.
That's right. It's actually just one Alp. It is a single
the
Alp
singular Alp
of Gwangju.
Sansuhyung. The Alp of Gwangju is Dokyu-san Mountain. You've been skiing there, snowboarding, I think.
I have been snowboarding there. It was a long time ago. It was amazing. And Dave, you said that you had actually been rather recently.
Yeah, that's right. I actually went last year specifically not to ski or snowboard. I've never tried that myself. A little bit too dangerous.
It is. It's pretty risky.
You know, I'm quite a scaredy cat person, as you know.
You know what they say, like YOLO stands for you ought to look out.
There you go. So I'm definitely following that ethos, and I go and just enjoy looking at it. But for people like me, you don't have to ski or snowboard, as actually they have a gondola. It's kind of like the place you're introducing to us in Mudangsan, where you can take a chairlift. It's covered, so it's like a glass ball.
Okay.
And you ride in this gondola up to the peak. It's called the Socheonbong Peak, and that takes you up to as high as 1,500 meters. So it's really easy. You have to make a don't think you have to, but it's well recommended to make a reservation for the gondola. You get there, it takes about 20 minutes, and then you get to the top. And funnily enough, we just talked before about the highest pyeongjam in Korea being in Jeju. Once you get to the top of the gondola, there is like a mejum and like a restaurant.
Oh.
And I had a lovely donkas up at the top of this gondola.
Wow.
Very delicious. So I was thinking that's probably the highest elevation donkas that I will ever eat.
Highest donkas.
The highest donkas.
We can't say in Korea, but maybe. Definitely one of the top.
Got to be one of the most, the highest donkases in Korea. But you get to the top, they've got the mejum, they've got that little restaurant, you can get some coffee. It's pretty well laid out. A lot of people are going there. And you can also go and get the crampons, which are called
Iden. Thank you.
And I definitely recommend it.
Okay, so
it's very icy. Don't make the mistake that I did, Lindsay, and think, I don't need no Eisens. I can do it. Don't do it. You need them.
So is there a walking trail at the top?
There is. So once you get to the top of the gondola, you can then walk about 600 meters. I guess it would take you about 30 minutes to get to the Gangdokbong Peak. And then once you get there, you can see the beautiful 360-degree panoramic view. The trees, which are all covered with snow beneath you. It's just wonderful. Really nice place to go.
Oh, my God.
Check out.
That sounds fantastic. What a good recommendation for staying close to home, and also maybe for people who don't want to go full out, skiing, snowboarding, but still want to enjoy it just a little bit warmer.
Precisely.
This sounds perfect for that.
It really is perfect for that. To give you the specifics on it, I said that you don't need a reservation. It is actually recommended to get a reservation. I'm going to say that maybe you'd probably be able to get on site, but don't risk it. Just go and make a reservation online on the Muju Dokyu-san Resort website for weekends and public holidays. If you're going there on a weekday, you can just get a ticket on site for the gondola. But when I went, I'm guessing it was like a Saturday at like 2 p.m. or something, Lindsay. I thought that we would have to queue and wait. No, we got straight to the front, got our tickets, straight in the gondola, up to the top, and it's a return trip as well. The return did have to queue a little bit for the return. It took about 20 minutes, but certainly worth it because really beautiful place.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so you've given us a tip about making reservations. Obviously, we're going to need some crampons, Iden, aka
Absolutely.
Iden, when you get to the top.
Absolutely.
Any other tips you can give us?
Yeah, another thing is that the walking trail, it's not like a mountain trail, it's a staircase.
Oh, okay.
So, you could, whichever way you look at it, that could be good, it could be not good. One thing to say is it's really really popular, but also quite narrow. So do make sure that you're aware of your surroundings. Of course, Lindsay, it's so beautiful, so nobody's going to complain if you're taking a selfie or two. But do be aware of the other people who are trying to climb up at the same time. Move out of the way. Stop to let people pass. Because, two-way traffic going either way, Lindsay.
Sure,
You don't want to block people because, it could be quite dangerous,
I
too.
feel like there might be a personal experience story behind this.
I don't generally like being crowded places, Lindsay, and seeing people come past. I have a little bit 눈치.
Yeah.
I'm like, 이 사람 좀 지나가고 싶은 것 같은데.
그래요.
But let them pass. Take some photos. Don't take too many photos. Just enjoy it. The ambience while you're there.
Oh, that sounds fantastic. I feel like we've hit all of the major kind of winter styles that people have. If you're a little bit more active, you like being outside. If you like animals, if you like a drive, Jeju is great for that. If you like animals, go up to the Yangtae Mokjang in Gangwon-do. And if you don't like driving or being outside. Or animals. You can enjoy it from within a glass ball at the Muju Resort.
Yeah, I really do recommend the last one in particular. I'm certainly going to make a trip there in a couple of weeks. It's so nice, Lindsay. I can't recommend it enough for you guys out there. If you're looking for something to do and you don't already have the experience of going there, do check out the Muju Dokyosan Resort. It's beautiful, not too far away from here. It's also got some really nice coffee shops in the vicinity too. So, you can make a full day of it. Go and enjoy a beautiful, large coffee shop. Something that we don't really have too many of here in Gwangju. So that's my recommendation. Again, Muju Dokyosan Resort.
Awesome. Thank you so much for your recommendation.
My pleasure.
And we are waiting for our listeners' recommendations for their favorite winter activity. Once again, get in touch with us anytime at sharp 9870. But I think that's going to do it for the first part of the show, Dave. But you know what? We got to let our listeners know we have a very special person coming to the studio.
I'm so happy that our favorite influencer, 슈가토끼, is going to be joining us for a special Friday show. I think she's waiting in the wings right now.
I can see her waiting right outside. We'll get to her in just a few minutes. But first, how about a song, Dave?
Yeah, let's do it. This is Coyote with Ggang에서.
Welcome back to the show, and you are tuned in to 오매광주 here on Ggn. That's 98.7 FM in Gwangju and 93.7 FM in Yeosu.
Yes, it is time for us to explore the events and culture of our beloved Gwangju. So welcome to G-Way!
That's right, and Dave, I don't know if you're as excited as I am because today
Look
we're
at me.
joined by a very special guest. Who's that girl?
Wow, I think she needs no introduction. We get a lot of interest from our listeners. I'm so delighted that joining us for the first time this Friday, it's none other than 슈가토끼! 안녕하세요!
안녕하세요.
Nice to meet you again.
Nice to meet you again. You've been very busy. 최근에 뭐 여행하고
맞아요.
오셨다고 들었는데요.
제가 또 후쿠오카를 다녀왔거든요.
Oh.
So nice, so
How was
jealous.
it? Was it good?
비가 좀 와서 아쉬웠는데 그래도 너무 좋았어요.
와, 부럽다.
그러니까.
우리도 출장 푸고카로 갈 수 있어요, 피디님?
That would be nice.
PD says no.
One day we'll get there, Lindsay. We'll get to that point eventually. But today, actually, we don't need to travel all the way to Fukuoka. We don't even need to go as far as Busan or Seoul because thanks to the help of 슈가토끼님, we're going to hear about the spots here in Gwangju. Every week she brings to us some interesting spaces.
Yes.
Today, no different, right?
Yes, so today I'm planning to visit foreign places, Gwangju, where I can just use my T-money card without needing a passport.
Oh.
T-money로만.
So, no passport, only T-money
T-money.
card.
Whoa.
I love it. You two can travel internationally without leaving Gwangju. Now,
Yes.
Dave and I don't know if you know this about us, 슈가토끼님, but me and Dave are not Korean.
그러니까 우리
yeah.
한국 사람 아니에요.
Yeah, 한국 사람 아니에요.
알고 있었나요?
다 모두가 알 것 같은데.
그러니까요.
So sometimes we get the itch. We
Yeah.
want to go somewhere else, different country, travel somewhere else,
Sometimes
right?
거의 always. I think 거의 always.
거의 always.
거의 always. Like pretty much every day. 뭐 그리고 진짜 여행 가고 싶고 뭐 다른 나라 음식도 먹어보고 싶고 그런데 광주에서 뭐 일하고 살아보니까 조금 어렵죠. 왠지.
맞아요. 근데 생각보다 광주에 해외여행의 기분을 느낄 수 있는 곳이 정말 많이 있어요.
그래요?
네, 그래서 이제 최근에 제가 재팬을 갔다 왔잖아요.
그렇죠.
그래서 first let's head to Japan.
일본
Okay.
간다고요?
Okay, we're going to
일단,
Japan.
맞아요.
Japan in Gwangju.
와우.
광주.
konnichiwa.
Okay, konnichiwa.
아리가토 고자이마스. Sounds nice. That's
One
it.
more, one more.
이타다키마스.
Wow,
That's
that's
it.
good.
I do really like Japanese food. I gotta say, Korean food, of course, it's number one food. 그런데 두 번째로 제가 제일 좋아하는 음식 아마 일본 음식인 것
오
같아요.
진짜요?
네.
그 첫 번째가 한국 음식이어서 좋은데요.
당연하죠, 한 거죠.
I mean, 방송이니까 그렇게.
Yeah.
He knows how to say it.
Of
Yeah,
course.
no, definitely. All right, so let's go to Japan here in Gwangju. Where are we going?
이제 사실 요즘에는 광주에 이제 이자카야, 광주 분위기의 이자카야가 정말 많은데
그렇죠.
이곳이 처음 생겼을 때는 이제 완전 센세이션 할 정도로 이제 광주에는 정말 없는 분위기의 이자카야거든요.
Oh, really?
그 안에 들어가면 there's not even any Korean inside the store.
Wow.
Wait, so how do... I can't read Japanese.
그러네.
So how do I order?
그렇죠.
주문 어떻게 해야 돼요?
느낌대로?
그냥 마시는 거 주라고 하면 돼요? 오.
외관도 이제 일본이고 이게 본쿠라라고 이제 이제
예.
읽을 수 없으니까.
아.
This is really hard. Actually, Dave, this is a situation I've encountered many times in Gwangju. Either 한자 나오는 그 식당 이름 아니면 일본어 나오는
그러니까.
식당 이름. 근데 우리는 일본어도 못 읽어요. 그리고
그렇죠.
한자도
맞아요.
몰라요.
저도
그러니까요.
사실 읽을 줄 몰라요.
그럼 이게 어떻게 뭐 이름 그 가게 이름 어떻게 알았을까요?
그러니까요. 생각해 보면 그냥 지도로 찾아가지고
그쵸.
가는 것 같은데
아.
이제 그때 데이브가 일본식 만두 좋아한다고
그쵸,
했었잖아요.
제가
여기가
여기 가는
완전
거예요?
맛집.
솔직하게 말하면 제가 여기 가본 적 있어요.
정말요?
네, 우연히. 제가 그냥
우연히?
길 걷다가 그 옆에 있는 이탈리아 식당에서 먹다가
오.
2차로 여기 갔는데 와 진짜 맛있었어요.
거기 사장님 같이 하는 거예요.
오, Oh, Italian and Japanese?
Yes.
One boss?
Next door to each other.
맞아요.
Wow.
맞아요. 같이 하는
그렇군요. Great information.
Oh, okay. So tell us where this. We cannot say the actual name of this izakaya, but tell us where it is. The one you're talking about.
It's really 이거는 2018년도에 이제 전대 후문 쪽에 오픈한
그렇죠.
뭐라고 말해야 될까요? 라쿠본? 라쿠본?
좋아요, 좋아요.
Yeah, it's really close to where Lindsay lives actually.
Really?
Lindsay 집이랑 진짜 가까워요.
와우, 나 왜 안 가봤을까요?
그러게요.
그럼.
I remember it's, 제가 갔을 때는 왠지 교자 안 먹은 것 같은데 그 교자가 특별하게 맛있는 메뉴인가요?
네, 이제 사실 꼬치구이가 메인이긴 한데 저는 교자도 너무너무 맛있었고 특히 게살 타마코야끼.
Is what? 게살 is crab.
Yes.
타마코야끼 뭐예요?
It's soft rolls 계란말이.
아.
Yes, soft roll omelette.
Omelette, like
Ooh.
계란말이. 오.
It's filled with cheese and crab.
추천하시는 거예요?
완전. 치즈가 이렇게 쭉 늘어나거든요.
I'm not so much a fan of the 게살, but tamago yaki는 진짜 맛있죠. I do
맞아요.
love it. The kind of omelette.
Okay, but guys, I got a question for you.
Mhm.
혹시 now you are my 일본 음식 선배.
Okay.
선배님들. So 혹시 이자카야가 정확히 뭐예요? What is izakaya? For those of us who might not be familiar with what an izakaya is.
사실
what is it?
그냥 술집을 약간 일본식 술집을 이자카야. 그러니까 술집에서 일본에서 술집을 이자카야라고 부르는 것 같아요.
Okay.
그렇죠. Yeah, 일본어 분위기 엄청 중요한 포인트고
맞아요.
여기 아까 소개하셨던 곳 가면 포스터까지 엄청 다양한 포스터도 붙여 있고 뭔가 이 이사카야 들어가면 일본인 줄 알 수도 있다고.
맞아요. 특히 이제 다찌라는 좌석이니까 우리 요리사랑 맞대고 앉아 있을
바로
수
앞에
있는
있죠.
그 자리가 많아요. 이자카야에는.
Exactly.
Okay, so you can see the chef working.
They're right in front of you,
Yes.
and they have like glass cases as well. So I went there and ate the skewer gochi, and they're right in front of you.
Yes.
So 이거 하나 주시고 이것도 하나 주시고요, and they get it out and they cook it for you directly in front. 맞죠?
So you
Yes.
don't, so that's why you don't need to read Japanese.
Ah.
Even though they
Yes,
don't have any
right.
Korean.
이거 주세요.
At this place, you can just
think,
pick and choose.
저거 주세요.
Oh.
근데 진짜 맛있고 그리고 이제 하이볼도 파는 곳이죠?
맞아요. 하이볼 진짜 맛있고.
That's kind of I guess originally a Japanese thing. 뭐 이사카야 가면 하이볼 많이
Yes.
먹죠? Yeah. So go check it out. 혹시 뭐 또 다른 뭐 추천하실 곳 있을까요? In the same sort of region? 일본 분위기.
일본
지금-
분위기.
네.
이제 이곳은 이제 일본의 맛을 이제 추천드리고 싶은 거고 이제 또 다른 만약에 플레이스 일본 재패니스의 분위기 무드를 느끼고 싶으면 그 첨단에 그 보이저라는 건물이 있거든요. 근데 거기는 아예 작정하고 일본처럼 꾸며놓은 공간이에요.
들었어요. 요즘에 이 보여줘 그 첨단 특히 첨단
맞아요.
약간 핫플레이스
Yes.
있어요. 이제는 all of the young people are going there.
맞아요.
나 가본 적이 없어요.
그래서 가면 되죠.
It's too far away in here.
That's true.
맞아요,
Sometimes a little bit
맞아요.
far, but worth traveling to because it has a bunch of Japanese restaurants.
Yes, it's decorated like Japanese airports and even gives off the vibe of this 그 글리코상 그 오사카에 있는
The Running
그것처럼-
Man.
Yes, Running Man.
This one,
그렇게
right?
꾸며놨어요.
맞아. The really
Yes.
famous
Yes.
neon sign.
Yeah,
Yes.
I guess an
Neon sign, I think?
advertisement for something.
So you might be able to trick your friends into thinking you've actually gone to Japan.
Oh my god. Wait. 슈가토끼님, 아까 you said that you went to Japan. Did you really go to Japan?
여기 간 거 아니에요?
제가 이제 고구마를 사왔으니까 진짜인 걸로.
This is your evidence.
I don't know.
You don't need to travel to Japan. I guess that's the point.
No. There you go. So if you want a real tip from a real influencer,
Yep.
Dave, now we know what the influencers do. They
Yep.
don't really go
Nope.
to other countries.
감쳐 가면 되죠. 충분해요.
맞아요. 그냥 사진 찍으면
맞아요.
되지.
Don't even need to go to Osaka to take a photo in front front of the running man.
Yes.
Just do it here in Cheomdan. Perfect.
There you go. Okay, so we learned about some delicious gyoza and gochi at a Japanese pub
Yep.
in Cheondae, I think we
Yeah,
said.
맞아요.
Yeah,
Cheondae.
very close to where Lindsay lives, listeners. Not that you would know where she lives, but I will
But
tell
now
you.
you do.
Very close.
And also, we just heard about a place in Cheomdan.
Yeah, that's called Voyager. It's not just one restaurant, but a whole bunch of restaurants together
Yes.
with Japanese signs, Japanese demology. I guess it's like for 뭐 사진 찍을 수 있게 이런 분위기를 위한 거죠. Sounds great. Do check it out. I'm curious today about traveling to some more places. 여권 없어도 그
Yes.
여행할 수 있게. So we're going to hear about some more of those. But first, as we just talked about Japan, is there a song that we could listen to, Lindsay?
Well, Dave, I got one by a group that I know that you love. We'll be back after this. It's Hyogo with Tokyo In.
Hyogo right there. Tokyo In. We just traveled to, well, not to Tokyo, but to Osaka specifically. Well, kind of not. Not Osaka. It was Cheomdan.
It was the cheapest version of Osaka travel I've
Hey, but
ever heard.
Just as good, though. You can enjoy all of the good foods from there. What's your favorite Japanese food, Lindsay?
Ooh, that's a great question. You know what? I am a real Japanese food baby. I feel like you guys know a lot.
정말요?
Yeah, I don't know a lot about Japanese
Really?
food. So if you ask me, I would say 돈까스
돈까스.
sushi.
Sushi.
나 그 정도예요.
Oh.
잘 모르겠어. So I definitely need to check
Yeah.
out these places that 슈가토끼, our
Yes.
wonderful influencer in residence,
Yeah.
is recommending to us because I need to expand my horizons.
But you do have a very broad palate, right, Lindsay? 아주 다양한 음식 많이 먹죠.
I like it. I don't know. Japan seems to be my blind spot. But you know what, Dave? I know you love Japanese food.
I do.
What do you recommend to a Japanese food baby?
Oh, just everything.
Everything?
네.
Just eat one of
너무
everything?
맛있죠. One of everything. 진짜 뭐 그 요일에 따라서 어떤 날에 스시 먹고 싶은 날이 있을 수도 있고 뭐 겨자만 먹고 싶은 날이 있을 수도 있고 아주 다양하게. Yeah, I really like Japanese foods for sure. What about you, 슈가토끼님?
저는 규카츠.
규카츠도 진짜 맛있죠.
규카츠가 뭐예요?
카츠인데 it's made 소고기.
Yeah, beef.
beef로
And you like
튀김.
fry it on a little pan.
Yeah.
A little
맛있겠다.
small 뭐라 할까요?
돈카츠 말고 규카츠.
Yeah.
It's a beef 카츠.
Beef
Beef
cutlet, I
cats.
guess. It's
맛있어요.
다진 고기로 만드는 것이에요? 아니면
다진
그냥
고기인 것
like
같아요.
steak? It's like a
steak.
네.
But they cook it
맛있겠다.
very, very rare, so then you get it, it's chopped up, and you put it on top of the little cast iron thing.
Yes.
And fry it. 뭐 하고 싶은 만큼.
맞아요.
Oh, guys. Okay. I haven't eaten lunch yet, and I have a feeling that this segment is just going to get worse for me because
그러게요.
today our lovely influencer, Ggatoki Nim, you might know her as Shuto, is here in the studio, and she is recommending the best places for international travel without a passport.
그렇죠. So
Yes.
comfortable. 혹시 그 다음에 소개하실 곳이 어딜까요?
이제 now we're planning to go a bit further to Bangkok.
Ooh, Thailand.
Yes, Thailand. Do you guys like the Thai food?
Of course. 뭐 팟타이도 엄청 맛있죠. 팟타이도 있고 뭐 또 다른 거 뭐가 있을까요?
I love green curry.
Green
if you're
curry.
a Thai, green
Red curry.
red curry, yellow curry까지도 있어요. But I love Thai food.
Yeah.
Big fan. Yeah.
Oh, big fan of Thai
Yeah.
food.
How about you, Ggatoki님?
저는 그 뭐더라? 혹시 그 초록 색깔 나물 같은 게 뭐였죠?
고수.
코스 아닌데.
Oh, Morning Glory.
Morning Glory.
Yeah.
근데 제가 말하려고 했는데 이게 태국 음식 아니고 베트남 음식 아닌가요?
그래요?
그래서 제가 그러니까요. 근데 제가 태국에서 그걸 정말 맛있게 먹었거든요.
그렇죠. 진짜 맛있죠.
그래서 동남아 음식이라고 말하면 될까요?
그렇죠.
네.
I think they're very similar.
Very close together. They have
Yes.
some overlapping.
But Morning Glory is so good.
Yes,
저도 요즘에
I
많이 빠져서 거의 일주일에 한 번씩 C팡에서 주문해서 집에서 요리해요.
우와.
진짜 맛있고
와.
뭐 뭔가 좀 건강한 음식인 것
맞아요.
같아서 really good.
나물 같은 음식.
그렇죠.
Okay, so we're going to Thailand here in Gwangju. Where can we experience Thailand?
이제 this place is very special because it's restaurant officially recognized by the Thai government.
What?
그 정도예요.
Yes.
Wow! So it's like real, authentic
Yeah.
Thai food.
The Thai government까지. That's
네.
so impressive. Where exactly is this place?
근데 이제 광주가 이제 태국 정부에서 인정한 곳인데 광주가 본점인 이제 상무지구에 있는 Can I just sing like 라라라 라라
갑자기 노래 부르.
라라 뱅콕
라라 뱅크.
라라 뱅콕
Okay.
음식점 이름이
뭔가 좀
we can sing
I
like
see.
나나 라라
Okay.
Got it.
We got some hints from.
산지
There you go.
있는 노래 부르면 무슨 가게인지 알게 될.
Love it.
맞아요.
Love it. Okay.
Recognized by the government. So it started in Sangmu. Well, is it only in Gwangju or is it other
이제
places too?
광주에서 시작을 해서 이제 유명해져 가지고 그 저기 경기도 분당에도 있고
Wow.
춘천인가 거기도 있고 꽤 지점이 많이 생겼어요. 이제 맛있어요.
Ooh, well, listen, if it got recognized by the Thai government,
Yeah.
it's got to be good, right?
They got Thai select like 미슐랭 태국의 미슐랭 같은 그런
그래요?
느낌의 타이 셀렉트를 받았어요. 여기가.
Ooh, in Gwangju.
In 광주.
Incredible.
Yes.
Wow, amazing.
정확히 어디 있는 곳일까요?
상무지구에 있는 곳인데
아하.
거기를 어디라고 설명해야 될지 모르겠는데 이제 지나가다 보면은 완전 아이 캐칭 할 수 있어요. 왜냐하면 엄청 이국적이고
아, 혹시 그 상무지구에 있는 엄청 대형 마트 바로 맞은편인가요?
제가 상무지구를
잘안
안 살아서
우리 PD님이
잘
맞다고
몰라요.
하시네요. PD님도 인사하신 것 같아요. 그러니까 저도 한 번 가봤어요.
진짜요?
뭐 파인애플 속에서 볶음밥 먹을 수 있죠.
맞아요. 그때 하와이안 피자 좋아한다고 하시지 않았어요?
맞아요. 근데 왠지 파인애플 속에서 볶음밥 먹는 게 마음에 들었는지 말할 수는 없는 것 같아요. 뭔가 좀 특이하네요.
그러면 what do you guys recommend
Uh-huh.
for the food from this La 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 Bangkok restaurant in
라라라라라 방콕. 어떤 메뉴 추천하실까요?
일단 무조건 먹어야 되는 건 일단 쌀국수 맛있고.
Pho.
바. And I just recommend 저는 파인애플 볶음밥. It was very charming.
뭔가 다른 가게에서 쉽게 먹을 수 있는 메뉴 아니니까 여기 가면 먹어야죠.
그리고 그릇이 파인애플이에요.
그러니까
Yeah. And it looks good in photos, right?
사진 찍으면 아주 잘 나오니까. I remember it being a pretty popular place too. 그리고 분위기가 진짜 완전 태국
맞아요.
같아가지고.
그래요. 그러면 데이브도 먹어봤잖아요. 데이브도 추천한 메뉴 있을까요?
아마 파인애플 볶음밥. 아니 그냥 모르겠어요. Sweet and savory 뭔가
맞아요.
좀
Sweet and sour.
Sweet and sour. I'd recommend it for sure. It's the 대표 메뉴. I think. 또 다른 메뉴가 당연히 pho 먹어야죠.
맞아요. 근데
쌀국수.
다 맛있긴 해요.
그렇죠.
정말 취향대로 먹으면 될 것 같아요.
그리고 인테리어도
맞아요.
완전.
아웃사이드에 코끼리가
그렇죠.
있어요.
There's an elephant outside.
살아있는 코끼리예요.
죽었을걸요?
마음이 아프네. That's it.
And the interior is the interior also really beautiful?
네, 이제
오.
눈 뜨면은 여기 태국인가?
그렇죠.
이렇게.
Yeah, as somebody who's been to Thailand, eaten food in Thailand,
Yes.
I really enjoy it. 진짜 맛이 비슷해가지고. Yeah, 태국 음식 땡길 때는 그 슈가토끼님 방금 소개하셨던 곳으로 가면 좋을 것 같아요.
Oh, I would definitely eat anything that is served inside a pineapple. If it
Really?
comes in a pineapple, I'll eat it.
Like ice cream?
In a pineapple?
Yeah.
I'll eat it.
Yeah.
번데기 in a pineapple? Send it over here.
Anything.
홍어? Okay. If it's in a pineapple, just
Anything out of pineapple.
please don't send me any pineapples filled with stuff, you
피자
guys.
위에 있는 파인애플도 먹을 수 있죠?
Yes, because as you know, as I'm fond of saying, Hawaiian pizza was invented in Canada.
캐나다 전통 음식이군요.
That's
There you
right,
go.
that's right.
Fusion 음식.
That's
Do you actually grow pineapples in Canada?
No, we don't. We get them in cans. What can I say?
No.
But there you go. If you guys want to travel to Thailand, a great recommendation from our Ggatoki
네.
name. Dave, where is it? Can you just do a quick summary?
Yeah, basically, if you go into the center of Sangmujigu, there's a huge supermarket, Daehyeongmat, you'll know, which, by the way, has got a really great pizza store next to it as well. 근데 on the opposite side of the road, you cannot miss it. It's like the main thoroughfare through Sangmujigu. Do check it out. Recommend.
Definitely. And you know what? We've got some messages from our listeners
정말로?
who are saying the real name of this restaurant.
감사합니다.
So our listener, 우리 청취자들 다 캐치 이제는
네.
되었어요. So that's good.
Wow, definitely. It's so cool to travel to all of these places within Gwangju. We've been to Japan. We've gone to Thailand. 혹시 조금 더 먼 곳으로 갈 수 있을까요?
당연하죠. 이제 우리 더 먼 곳, 저 멀리 유럽.
유럽까지 갈 수 있어요.
가볼까요?
영국 음식 먹을 수 있을 건가요?
안타깝게도 영국은 아니고.
But hey, Dave, there's an idea for your first restaurant.
손님이 있으려나? 영국 음식 팔면.
그러면 where are we going, 슈가토끼님?
이제 this is the most surprisingly and fantastic exotic place I've been to Gwangju.
Oh, really?
Whoa, guys, okay, Ggatoki's most surprising
Yes.
Most
place.
exotic.
Yeah, in Gwangju.
완전.
All right.
완전.
I want to take you both to here right away.
Please
really?
do. Right now. Let's go.
퇴근 시키는 거예요?
그 야외 방송할까요?
너무 좋은데? 가는 출장.
이제
와우.
정말 너무 예뻤던 그런 그 유럽에서 느꼈던 여유로움을 여기서 느꼈어요. 저는.
아, 좋겠다. 나 한 번 유럽 못 가봤어요.
진짜요? 한 번이라도.
I know.
아니
I
안 가도
know.
돼요. 이제 오늘 슈가토끼 추천하신 식당으로만 가면 되죠.
맞아요.
맞아요. Okay, tell us more.
이제 이곳에는 되게 신기한 규칙이 하나 있어요.
뭔데요?
예, 이제 폰을 끄고 이제 그 폰을 바구니에 넣어 제출을 하면은 10% 할인 쿠폰을 줘요.
그럼 슈가토끼 할인 받았어요?
아, 저는 너무 예뻐가지고 사진 안 찍을 수가 없더라고요.
It was
그래서
worth it.
실패했어요.
10분에 하나 안 받아도 되는 거예요.
맞아요.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay, so just for English speakers out there, this is a cafe that
Yeah.
maybe if you are a gonde like me, maybe you're going to love this place because you get a 10% discount
Yeah.
if you
turn off your phone and hand it in.
Wow.
Perfect. But if you are like 슈가토끼님, maybe it's a little bit up for debate. It's so nice. You want to take photos.
Yes.
You want to save that memory. So you could also just not take that 10%
맞아요.
discount. Where exactly is it? 그리고 what is this place? 어디 곳인지도 아직.
이제 일단은 the first one is 이제 두 지점이 있는데 the first one is the 상무 district and the second one is 첨단에 있어요.
Okay.
The 상무 store is 이탈리아고 첨단은 Paris.
Okay.
다른 컨셉도 달라요.
맞아요.
너무 좋아요.
두 곳 다 좋아요.
Maybe the third place be London.
Maybe.
가능할까? 런던 분위기도 특별한 건가요? 모르겠네요.
You know what? I could see it like kind of a Victorian Buckingham Palace.
It could work.
Help me out. I don't know anywhere
No.
else famous.
That's it. Victorian Buckingham Palace. 충분해요. Perfect.
Wow.
무슨 음식 파는 거예요?
거기가 사실 원래는 칵테일 바였어요.
Oh.
근데 최근에 오픈 시간을 11시 11am으로 바꾸면서 이제 브런치 메뉴도 팔더라고요.
그래요. 근데 11시라도 칵테일 먹을 수 있겠죠?
그러지 않을까요?
조금 빠르지만
좀 빠르지만.
땡길 때는 먹을 수 있죠.
맞아요.
That's nice.
그러면 카페 같은 것도 뭐 drinks,
네, 드링크도
dessert.
있고 디저트도 있고 추러스도 있고 그리고 애프터눈 티도 있어요.
그럼 영국 음식이잖아요.
진짜요?
당연 afternoon tea 아닌가?
It's an English thing.
맞는 것 같아요. 모르겠어요. 검색할 것 같아요.
What is afternoon tea, Dave?
You eat some scones, some little mini sandwiches, some tea.
Yes, and
와우. 우리 PD님 봐보세요. 왠지 안 믿는 것 같은데 우리 영국에도 맛있는 음식 있는 것 같네요.
Yeah,
보니까.
fish and chips, afternoon tea.
There you go. That's
Day is
it.
covered.
Sounds good. Our producer confirms it is British. That's funny. I'm British, so I could have said that too. But wow, it sounds great. I want to hear some more places. Have we time to listen to a song, Lindsay?
Oh, yes. Now, we were talking about how this last 추천한 곳 is kind of like referencing Italy or France. There's two Dums. I believe we can call this place On.
Yeah.
This very famous cafe. So why don't we listen to Stella Jang getting us in a French mood
Sounds
with
good.
L'amour, les baguettes, Paris. FX with Airplane. Welcome back to 오매광주 here on Ggn. You're listening at 98.7 FM in Gwangju and 93.7 FM in Yeosu. I'm Lindsay, aka Honey Toki.
I'm Dave, aka Chocolate Sheep.
Yes. And this is the official, the OG influencer, 슈가토끼님.
Yay.
Sugar Rabbit herself.
That's right.
You guys are Toki friends, so I feel a bit left out.
You know what? Okay.
Not the same.
Can I tell you an honest story? This
Okay.
is honest. This is very embarrassing. But the first time I met 슈가토끼, 우리 배웠잖아요. 웃지
웃으면 하지
마세요. 웃지
않아요.
마세요. 자, 슈가토끼 이름은 그 토끼는 어디서 나와요? 왜 토끼라고 해요?
토끼 띄어가지고.
Right. Right. So I am also a
전날.
토끼띠.
맞아요.
And I was like, oh, we're friends. 우리 친구예요.
동갑이네.
동갑이에요. And 슈가토끼님 was like, 하하하. 뒤통갑이에요.
그 다음 주 제가 와서 슈가토끼 몇 년생이신가요? 이렇게 말해서 좀 부끄러웠잖아요.
I really thought we were me. If you're looking at me right now on YouTube, you'll understand why this is funny. Me, I thought I was the same
그럴
age as
수도
Sugar
있죠,
Toki. No,
Lindsay.
we are 뒷동갑이요.
Yeah.
Yes,
Still
not
friends.
동갑. Yeah.
Well, we're all friends here in the studio, and we're friends with you guys as well. We really love having your input into our show. We hope you're hearing about some good places to visit today in Gwangju. You want to try some different food. You don't need to get your passports out. No, you can just go to the places that are being recommended to us today by 슈가토끼님.
That's right. Where's our next place we're going? We went to 어디 가봤어요?
We went to Japan first, then we traveled to 태국, 영어로는 Thailand. Then we went to Europe, France, Italy. 근데 in the France restaurant 뭐 영국 음식도 팔아서 뭐 영국도 맞다고 할 수 있을 것 같은데 I like all of the food so far. 뭐 근데 이번에는 어디 갈까요?
이제 this is actually a city I've never been to yet, but it's Mexico. So have you ever been to Mexico?
저는 안 가봤어요. 린지 캐나다랑 좀 가까운 나라.
그러니까요. 안 가봤어요?
가까운 그렇게 가깝지 않아요.
아,
한
정말요?
8시간이에요. 비행기 타면.
아마 한국이랑 똑같네요.
저도 못 가봤어요. 근데 많이 들었어요.
그렇죠.
많이
저는 안 가봤지만 진짜 멕시코 음식 엄청 좋아해요.
오 진짜.
제가 아까 한국 음식 제일 좋아한다고 했는데 솔직하게 말하면 멕시코 음식 제일 좋아하는 것 같아요.
제이프
네.
좋아하는 음식 너무 많은데요.
그래 보이지 않아요?
We love our food here on 오매광주. That's for sure.
I love it. And I would say actually I love living in Gwangju. One thing 좀 아까운 점 멕시코 음식 조금 찾기 어렵다고 생각해요.
맞아요. Then which Mexican food do you like?
Okay.
Everything.
But if you had to choose one, only one Mexican food, what would you choose?
Yes. I mean it's like choosing from your kids, Lindsay.
Oh man, so
Which
many.
of your children do you like the most? But if I have to choose, I'd probably say tacos. 아주 다양하게 먹을 수 있어서 그날에 좋아하는 고기로 할 수 있고 뭐 야채로도 할 수 있고. So I really love everything.
저도 멕시코 음식 잘 모르는데 이제 타코만 사실 먹어본 것 같아요. 근데 멕시코 음식에 대해서 잘 모르긴 하거든요. 근데 이제 타코를 여기 타코를 먹고 멕시코 한번 가보고 싶다라고 생각했거든요.
It's like soft power. Do you know like soft power?
뭔지 설명해 주세요.
Cultural power.
뭔지 설명해 주세요.
This is soft power is non-weapons related power, right?
The influence.
That's right, the influence.
똑같이 이제 영국에서 사는 사람들이 김치 먹으면 한국 가고 싶다고 그렇게 생각할 수도 있죠. 맞죠?
Soft power, 맞아요. You've heard of K-wave. This is the M-wave. The Mexico wave. Yes.
그건 이거 아닌 거 아닌가요?
올레,
Mexican
wave. 자, okay, so tell us then, where can we find some good
추천해
Mexican food?
주세요.
This place is called Give Your Taco.
Give your taco.
Yes, located in 동명동. 이제 여기는 인테리어가 진짜 예쁘고 사진을 사실 보여주고 싶었는데 아시죠? 너무 예쁜 거.
It looks like Mexico style interior.
Yeah. It's a little bit different. 그리고 엄청 인기 많은 곳이라 왠지 이제 전대후문점도
맞아요.
열었더라고요.
그리고 이번에 전주점도 열었어요.
전주점.
최근에 완전 recently.
Wow.
저 이곳 얼마나 많이 좋아하냐면
네.
제가 아마 일주일에 한 번씩 그 패들업을 확인하는 거예요. 혹시
오.
패들이 되는지.
오
근데
진짜요?
아직 인기 엄청 많아가지고 아직까지는 패들이 안 돼요.
오. 제가 사장님한테 말씀드릴게요.
Okay.
감사합니다.
제
저를 위해서
사장님,
그렇게 해주시면.
my friend Dave really wants to order.
아마 진짜 제가 지나갈 때마다 웨이팅 하는 사람들 엄청 많아서 패들 안 해도 될 것 같다고 생각했어요.
그래요?
진짜
And-
인기 많아 보여가지고.
I live as we talked about. I live in Cheondaehumun. The Cheondaehumun place, like the exterior,
어.
looks so cool.
It's like a bar kind of style,
yeah,
right?
they make it kind of look like a food truck
Yeah.
almost.
예, 맞아요,
It's
맞아요.
authentic, right?
Mhm.
Wow. So have you been to give your taco, 슈가토끼님?
네, 이제 그 타코 둘 다 가봤고 일단 그 타코 어떤 타코 제일 좋아해요? 그 중에서?
I like all tacos. 아, 계속
He
어렵게
always said
대답하네. 아니 근데
everything.
맞잖아요. 좋아하는 거 딱히 없는데 뭐 I like all. 제가 진심으로 여기 가면 하나씩 주문하는 거예요.
오, 도장 깨기.
There you go. 고창기.
Variety pack. there.
Variety's the spice of life.
Do you recommend any
이제
tacos?
저는 치폴레 타코.
음.
아 근데
정말
저도
맛있-
근데 다 맛있어서.
그럼 왜 저한테 뭐라고 해요? 똑같은데. 다 맛있죠. 린지도 혹시 뭐 좋아하는 타코 있을까요?
I love birria tacos. If you guys have had
Yeah.
birria tacos,
Birria?
birria tacos are, I don't know if they sell them at Give Your Taco, but you dip them in like a jus, like a sauce that is made out of like meat dip and
Meat sauce.
fat.
어.
It's so good. It's like
고기에
dipping.
고기.
Yeah,
진짜
yeah.
마실 수밖에 없겠죠.
최근에 신메뉴로 곱창 타코가 나왔는데 어떻게 생각해요?
그건 왠지 아닌 것 같아요.
Dave,
그건 그냥
너무
패스할게요.
웃겨요.
I
곱창
can
타코는
we? I want to
No, thanks.
erase that from my
Yeah.
memory. No. But yeah,
우리를 위한
okay.
메뉴 아닌 것 같아요.
Hold on,
린지.
hold on. That's right. It's 우리쌀 메뉴 아는데 근데 뭐 특히 한국인한테
It's
곱창?
퓨전
퓨전.
메뉴.
맞아요.
퓨전.
퓨전.
Next is 홍어 tacos. Copyright 오매광주.
진짜 생각하고 싶진 않아요, 린지. 와우.
Just, okay, back to the taco
Yeah.
at hand. All right. So you recommend the chipotle
Yes.
pork taco?
And I just recommend 세트 메뉴가 있어서 그거를 추천해야 하고 싶어요.
그럼 세트 메뉴 주문하면 뭐 나오는 거예요?
이제 그 위에 이제 소스들도 엄청 다양하게 나오고 그 콘튀김이랑 and I love here 과카몰리.
진짜 맛있죠.
love.
그 정도예요.
Yes.
과카몰리, 과카몰리 love.
그 제가
과카몰리 come to me.
감독님이
그죠.
와, 맛있겠다.
It's so good with the nacho chips. 근데 우리 저번에도 이야기한 것 같은데 슈가토끼님 고수 좋아하세요?
제가 호수 씨랑 별로 안 친해가지고.
Oh, I love that. What a
그래요.
diplomatic way to say it.
Right.
I
별로 안
don't have a
친해요.
great
근데
relationship.
친해지고 싶지 않을까요?
친해지고 싶은데
어허.
아직 저에게 너무 향긋해요.
음,
너무 향기로워요.
그렇죠.
응? 이런 느낌?
이게 뭐지? 이게
이게
왜
뭐지?
어울리는 걸까? 뭔가 좀 비누만 나오는 건가요?
향수 뿌린 느낌?
I love it. 린지도 많이 좋아하죠.
I love it too.
그러니까.
Do they so at Give Your Tacos?
Yes.
Do they give gosu, coriander, cilantro with the tacos?
네, 이제 고수도 주고 뺄 수도 있고 넣을 수도 있고.
Oh, good.
I found that a lot of Korean people don't like 고수.
네, 어떤 매력이에요, 고수는?
뭔가 진짜 신선한 맛인 것 같아요.
어.
고수 얻으면 모르겠어요.
Can't describe it. because,
그러니까
you know, like
너무 맛있어요.
it's it's about like genetics, right? 이게
그러니까.
유전자 때문에.
아.
그래서 사람 좋아하는 사람 그냥 유전자 때문에 좋아하고
오.
싫어하는 사람은 유전자 때문에.
그렇죠.
오.
그 유전자 때문에
그렇구나.
비누만 나오더라고요.
음.
So 아쉬워요. Too bad.
But that's okay because at Give Your Tacos, you can have cilantro or no cilantro.
그쵸.
You can have your gopjang or no gopjang, whatever you want.
Yeah, I'll take the 곱창 off the menu, please.
Second one.
Me. Yeah.
gopjang 없는 거. So there we go.
Yeah.
We've traveled to Mexico.
To Mexico.
Yes.
Sounds great. Do you have another place to recommend to us?
이제 아쉽게도 it's less location. It's destination in burger shop place with an American vibe.
Whoa.
American vibe.
If there's one thing that Americans are known for worldwide, it is hamburgers. Because there's this misconception that they eat hamburgers every day.
Oh, yes.
They do not. I'd like to put that out there. But before we get to our American burger recommendation, should we take a break for a song?
Yeah, I think that's a perfect idea. If you guys want to eat a burger, make sure you come back after this track to hear the recommendation from 슈가토끼님. But first, this one by Wavy, it's Give Me That!
Give me it.
Wavy there, give me that. Just like we heard, give me that taco. Sounds tasty, hey Lindsay, but not the 곱창 taco. I'm sure it's lovely. 저랑 안 맞는 것 같아요.
Yes, I would say yes, Dave. You and I may be staying away from the gopchang tacos. However, there's lots of other delicious things to try at Give Your Taco, as we're calling it.
Well, it's a super popular place. I think nowadays taco is like trendy food, right?
Yes.
이제 좀 유행해진 것 같은데.
맞아요.
So fortunately, more and more places for tacos. But something that's been a trend for a long time, you told us you were going to recommend burger spot. 린지 버거 좋아하시나요?
버거 좋아해요. 버거 안 좋아하는 사람 있을까요?
있을까요?
여기는 hello? Anybody? No? No? Okay.
없대요.
없어요.
네,
없을
없는 것 같아요.
Dave, are you a big fan of burgers?
I love burgers. Yeah, I probably eat burger like once a week at least.
Me too. I'm gonna have to say me too.
일주일에 한 번씩 진짜 뭐 영국에서 먹는 음식 좀 먹고 싶을 때 먹었던 음식 먹고 싶을 때 버거 먹는 거예요 거의.
It's hard to make a bad burger.
그러니까
right?
특히 smash burger.
그러면은 I have a question. How does the taste of burger in Korea compare to those you've been ever elsewhere?
Ooh, so like Korean style burgers versus burgers in our home country.
Elsewhere.
Great question.
저는 요즘은 한국에서 먹는 버거가 영국에서 먹었던 버거보다 훨씬 맛있다고 생각해요. 네,
진짜요?
진짜 맛있어요. 진짜 뭐 광주에서라도 엄청 맛있는 버거 먹을 수 있어서 오히려 훨씬 맛있다고 생각해요.
What is difference?
뭔가 좀 퀄리티도 좋고 이제 전문적으로 버거 만드는 사람은 좀 많은 것 같아요. So smash burger, maybe to do it right,
you need to have the right equipment. So 제가 뭐 스매시버거 하는 곳 찾아서 항상 저기로 주문하는 거예요. Lindsay, how about you?
I think these days the suje burgers are
Yes.
getting better.
어,
But
맞아.
I find burgers in Korea, maybe some people might agree with me, a little bit sweet. Sometimes.
Sweet?
Yeah.
Sweet?
So sometimes there's like sweet sauce on them, and this is something I'm very picky about, I apologize, the bread is a little bit sweet, like the brioche bun. Yeah. But besides that, I find the actual meat is quite good. So that's something. I would
그러니까.
say.
맞아요. 외국 사람들이 한국에 오면은 음식이 다 너무 달아서 놀랜다고 하더라고요.
근데 반대도 맞아요. 그 북미 간 사람들이
네.
항상 음식 왜 이렇게 짜요?
그러니까.
그런 말이 많이 해요.
So I've never thought that Korean food is sweet, and I've never thought that American food is salty. yeah.
You're
뭐지?
food lover.
그러니까. 에이, 그냥 음식이면 되지 뭐.
그래요.
먹으면 되지 뭐.
먹을만해요.
그렇죠. Exactly. But burgers, yeah, I've never thought they're sweet, but maybe you're onto something. Maybe you've just opened up the floodgates. Maybe I won't be able to eat them anymore.
Oh no, I'm so sorry. I've ruined the burgers for you. But I want to hear what 슈가토끼's
그쵸.
recommendation for American style
그러니까.
burgers.
어디가 추천하실까요?
Oh, every time I go there, I notice a lot of foreign sitting inside.
That's
Okay.
what they say. They say if like the local people
그럼.
from that
네.
restaurant are inside,
good.
it's a good sign.
Yeah.
그래가지고 이제 얼마나 뭐 한국 스타일이랑 다 좀 차이가 많이 없나 보다. 뭔가 그 현지 사람들도 인정하는 버거 맛집인가 이렇게 생각을 했었거든요. 너무 맛있었고 이제 여기는 이제 미국의 이제 힙한 분위기를 담은 이제 동명동의 뭐라고 해야 되지?
Live to be burger.
Oh,
live,
good.
live to be burger. Okay.
Live to be burger.
Live for burgers. 제가 한 번씩 생각하는 거예요. 버거를 위해서 산다고.
That's 근데 우리 인생이요. We're just living for the burgers.
When's the next
here.
burger coming?
Just working for that money to buy the burgers. That's all of it.
It's a habit.
All right, so tell us about Live to be Burger in 동명동.
Yes, 이제 거기 안에도 이제 완전 그 스펀지밥 there's little 텔레비전이 있는데 스펀지밥이 항상 나왔었던 것 같아요. 그래서 너무 귀여웠어요.
SpongeBob.
Television. They were like, "Oh, what's an American TV show? SpongeBob."
SpongeBob
I
on.
think 맞아요 그런 것 같아요. 그래서 이제 잘 어울리잖아요.
그쵸.
이제 집게사장 이제 뭐라고 하죠? 스펀지밥 안에서 그 버거샵을
Crisp.
Krabby Patties.
Krabby Patty.
Krabby Patty. Oh, I get it now. It's not the SpongeBob. It's the Krabby Patty
Yeah,
connection.
the Krabby
I get it.
Patty.
I
그런
get
식으로
it.
버거 먹을 수 있고. So 그런 버거 또 주문할 수 있어요?
비슷한 거가 있지 않을까요? 버거가 꽤 많아서 이제 저는 불고기 버거를 사실 가장 좋아하는데 사실 저는 솔직히 honestly 버거를 막 엄청 좋아하진 않아요. 그러니까 좋아하는데
그럴 수도 있죠, 린지. 그럴 수도 있어요.
잠깐만.
네네네. 인정합시다. 예, 조금 상처 받았지만 그럴 수도
Okay,
있죠,
it's okay.
린지.
It's okay because I'm not American, so I don't eat burgers every
저도
day.
미국 사람 아니지만
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
it's very delicious
On
food.
behalf of my southern neighbors, I was just
그러니까.
shocked a little bit.
A little
That's
bit
okay.
shocked.
Yeah.
So
그래서,
그
네.
버거 안 좋아하시지만
좋아하는데
아하.
이제 엄청 좋아하죠. I'm not a burger fan.
Okay.
Okay, okay.
그럴 수 있어. I'll
우리
accept it.
우리 마음 좀 넓어서
Yeah, yeah.
이해해줄게요. Okay.
이제 그런데 이제 저는 치킨 버거를 더 좋아하는 것 같아요. 여기 치킨 버거 정말 맛있었어요.
Ooh, is
치킨
it
버거 맛있어요.
is it
그쵸?
닭다리살 or 닭가슴살? You know the Koreans need to know, right?
It's 닭다리살.
Okay,
성공.
juicy.
Juicy.
퍽퍽하지 않은 치킨 버거입니다.
There's a burger here called I Will Kill You. The burger name is I Will Kill You.
I will kill you.
That is a threatening statement.
그러니까 그런 버거 먹고 싶어서 했을까요? 죽을 수도 있다고요?
왜냐면 it has 3 patties.
Okay.
patties.
Oh, I get it. Like kill you, like via
비방 너무 많아서.
a heart attack.
Worth it.
It's
Worth it.
패티가 3장이나 있으니까 너를 패티로 죽여버리겠다 이런 의미일까요?
Wow, I saw the video of Chuang. What has Chuyang?
지양.
Jiang. I saw she went to a burger shop in Las Vegas where there was like 10 patties. 이렇게 큰 버거
Then
먹었다고요.
it's not the kill you가
Hey,
아니네요.
maybe it could be enough to kill you. You know, do with caution, express it.
Too slow. You know, if I was to go, I would like to go this way.
To
On
what
a
a way to die.
burger, just eating a burger.
halfway eaten.
I could die happy now.
This is it. I've peaked. There's no coming down from here.
The burger killed me.
There you
Blame
go.
the burger.
Wow.
wow.
We've lived a full life as well because we talked about this place is named Live to be Burger, so it could be
Yes.
Die for Burger too. 그쵸.
Die to be burger.
Could be.
Yeah.
그렇죠.
Oh, yes.
Sounds so nice.
All right, Dave, can you believe that we already got to say goodbye to
know.
our
Aw.
lovely
So much fun.
슈토?
Thank you so much for coming today,
Thank
introducing
you.
these places for us.
Thank you, Honey Toki and Chocolate Ship.
Yay! Thank you so much.
Thank you, 슈가토끼님.
Yeah, before we finish, Lindsay, should we let our listeners know the answer to our quiz question?
It was a tough one today, wasn't it, Dave?
We were talking about the heavy snow that descended upon Seoul.
That's
And that
right.
was indeed the answer to the question.
That's right. It was called Heavy Snow, aka 폭설. So
네.
if you sent that in to us, we'll be getting in touch with you with some great prizes.
맞습니다. 그런데 아쉽지만 오늘의 오매광주는 여기서 마무리하겠습니다.
But make sure you're joining us from 12 to 2 p.m. Monday to Friday right here on Ggn. That's 98.7 FM in Gwangju and 93.7 FM in Yeosu.
And coming up next is the Music Lounge.
We hope you have a fantastic day today, and we'll meet you back here at the same time on Monday.
We're going to finish up with this track by Years and Years. It's American Boy. 월, 화, 수, 목, 금.
오후 12시에서 2시까지
오매광주!
Take me on a trip I love.